How you doing?
Good.
Good. Well, I think we'll start our public hearing here. Rick, will you read the notice of the public hearing?
Yeah. Notice public hearing, please take notice that an application is made by Todd Cornhole, 115 First Avenue Southeast, Spring Grove, Minnesota 55974 for conditional use permit to reconstruct a supper club, the skyline into a dwelling on less than 40 acres in an agricultural district. Section 14, 011.1403, subdivision 1, subsection 10 in Spring Grove Township in the following premises to wit. Parcel of land located in the southwest quarter of section 16 in Township 101 North, Range 7 West. Said applicant standing and making an application is a fee owner of said described lands. A hearing on this application will be held at the Houston County Justice Center, basement, City of Kelowna, Minnesota, 55921 at 7 p.m. on Thursday, December 17, 2015. All persons having an interest in the matter will be given the opportunity to be heard relative to the granting or denying of said application. Houston County Planning Commission by Rick Frank, Zoning Administration. Advertised December 2nd, 2015. Just to give you a little back on this here, last month we did have an application on this for a rezone. What we're talking here, if you remember, is the Skyline Supper Club that was zoned highway business. That now has been rezoned back to agricultural. And from there, Todd here, Mr. Bernhold, wants to he's going to tear down part of the dwelling, or tear the dwelling that's on there, and then revamp the supper club into a single-family home. He is in the process of putting up a barn, an agricultural shed on there, which is permissible on anything over 2 acres. That's presently being constructed. This is the first sell-off on that 40. What we're still waiting for yet is I think last month we had, there was supposed to be a septic inspection done, but that hasn't gotten done yet. And we'll work with Todd on getting that done. I know the septic system in there that's probably large enough, but I don't know if it's compliant enough with the soils and everything on today's standards. So we'll check that out. Spring Grove Township and all the adjoining landowners were notified. And as of today, I have not heard any objection to this application.
Okay, thank you, Todd, for coming back.
Thank you.
Okay, are there any, do you have any other more comments? You told us quite a bit last month.
Yeah. I'm Brent Newgard is doing the septic inspection. Monday or Tuesday is what he thought he'd be able to get it done. So.
Okay.
Weather hasn't helped us out at all.
Oh, okay.
He's too busy.
Time they get dry enough and then it rains again. So I mean, it's just been kind of a septic has been on a hold probably for about 3 weeks now. We haven't been much anything.
Okay. Any questions from the board? Okay, are there any comments from anyone else here regarding this application? Okay, if there are no questions from the board members or the public, just read the criteria.
Criteria for granting conditional use permit. Findings of fact. The planning commissioners shall not recommend a conditional use unless they find the following. Number 1, does the proposed use conform with the county land use plan? Number 2, does the applicant demonstrate a need for the proposed use? 3, will the proposed use degrade the water quality of the county? 4, will the proposed use adversely increase the quantity of water runoff? 5, are the soil conditions adequate to accommodate the proposed use? 6, have potential pollution hazards been addressed, have been addressed and have standards been met? 7, are adequate utilities, access roads, drainage, and other necessary facilities being provided? 8, are adequate measures being taken to provide sufficient off-street parking and loading space to serve the proposed use? 9, are facilities being provided to eliminate any traffic congestion or traffic hazards which may result from the proposed use? 10, will the conditional use be injurious to the use and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for the purposes already been permitted? 11, does the establishment of the conditional use impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of surrounding vacant property for predominant uses in the area? 12, are adequate measures being taken to prevent or control offensive odor, fumes, dust, noise, and vibration so that none of these will constitute a nuisance, and to control lighted signs and other lights in such a manner that no disturbance to neighboring properties will result? 13, is the density of the proposed residential development greater than the density of the surrounding neighborhood or greater than the density indicated by the applicable zoning district? 14, is the intensity of the proposed commercial industrial development greater than the intensity of the surrounding uses or greater than the intensity characteristics of the applicable zoning district? 15, are site-specific conditions and such other conditions established as required for the protections of the public's health, safety, morals, and general welfare?
Okay, any questions on the criteria or comments?
The one thing I might add, if you know this, like as far as setbacks and road frontage and everything else, this does border the main highway that goes all around, so he does have enough road frontage on it. Setbacks are all, he's about in the middle of the piece, so setbacks are not a problem either.
Okay, if there's no comments on the criteria, I'd ask for a motion, one way or another.
I'll make a motion to approve this conditional use permit, subject to the septic being inspected or permit granted for the exact. The permit is worked out for the septic system.
Okay, we have a motion to recommend approval on this application with that condition. Is there a second to it?
I'll second it.
Go ahead. Rick? Okay, we have a motion and a second to recommend approval for this application. All those in favor, is there any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carries.
Thank you.
Now that'll go to the county board.
That will go to the county board on, I got it right here, December 29th.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll issue the permits and have them recorded and all that stuff for you. Send everything over to you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Okay, did we get a chance to look at the minutes? Any questions on the minutes?
I do then.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Last week, meeting that we came to the planning, to the zoning permits, it says that I made the motion to approve, but I did not do that. I looked at the tape and it was hard, after Jerry thing, everybody started talking, moving around. He
Yep,
corrected it.
yep.
And I think Rich did it, what I could get out. I ran it back and forth. I just wanted to make sure the minutes I corrected
Okay.
as we did.
What part?
So on the last page,
For the building permits for.
to approve the zoning permits,
It was real hard to hear, there was a lot of moving
No,
around.
I know, and that's why I came up and I wrote it down, so that's what I wrote down. And I tried to listen back,
I
but it's too
don't.
loud.
It was
Yeah.
real hard.
just change that
I know I
to,
didn't do it, so.
just change it to Rick Sheldon.
Rich did it?
Yeah.
I'll accept responsibility.
Okay, all right. Terry, we're gonna leave you on there. You seconded.
I got one on the second page, there's a sentence that's repeated. Third paragraph down, should be eliminated.
On the second page,
Yeah.
Chairperson Griffin.
That's repeated in the next paragraph.
okay, yeah. On page 2, Holly, scratch out one paragraph. Any other corrections? Any other questions on the minutes? If not, entertain a motion to accept them with those changes.
So move.
Motion by Terry, seconded by
I'll second it.
Seconded by Glenn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Okay, zoning permits. Any questions on those? Everybody got a copy of them? No questions on zoning permits. We'll ask for a motion to approve them.
I'll make a motion to approve the zoning permits as submitted.
Okay, motion by Larry, seconded by
I'll say it.
Seconded by Ed. All those in favor approving the zoning permits signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Okay, any other business?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
If I may, I'd like to introduce our new zoning administrator for
Okay.
those of you who haven't met yet. Aaron? This is Aaron Lochner. Lochner? Locker. I always get that.
no, what, how do you pronounce it, Aaron?
Locker,
Locker,
like something you would store something.
store it in the locker. Okay, we got it. All right, all right, we got that. Only need that once then.
But Aaron comes from Winona. His background is out of Winona. He's got relations in Winona, and actually, he's got relations sitting here in Caledonia.
Underground, well, I guess,
Yeah.
most immediate relations in Caledonia
Yeah.
are deceased.
So he's got some history and ties here too, so. But I think you know Dana.
I've met Dana. yeah.
This is Rich Shield.
Chair. Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
And this is Larry Hafner,
Larry, all right.
How you doing?
Good to meet you.
Ed Hamel,
Hello, Ed.
we met Dan,
Met
Yep.
Dan, yes.
Glenn Cruz,
Met Glenn.
met, and this is
Terry Rosenthal.
Terry Rosenthal.
All right, good to
Pleased to
meet
meet
you.
you.
Yep.
So,
Well, welcome aboard. Glad to have you at the county. Glad to have you back from, you're in Boston, Massachusetts? Or-
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been the long way to get here from Winona to Caledonia.
now you want a scenic route. It
Yes.
took him a little while to get back here.
That problem getting across I-90 or through the Crescent.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Good to have a Minnesota background.
It's good to be back, and I look forward to working with you.
Good.
Okay, sounds good, Aaron. Thank
But
you.
it has been kind of a bat by fire for him. I was only on the job, you were on the job, 3 days, and then we had Thanksgiving, and then I had medical leave, and so he's been running the ship kind of solo. So,
Hope you
done a
get
very
him-
nice job.
Hope you gave him a life jacket.
Yeah.
Well, I've been really surrounded by a lot of great people who've been very willing to help me out at every step of the way. So
Good.
It's made it a lot easier.
Aaron.
Okay.
So if you get a call asking for some help,
Sure.
but there's a lot of good talents sitting here, so you can use. It's good help.
Certainly.
Okay, very good.
Good
Thank
to
you,
meet you.
Aaron.
The other thing I want to say is, we have a couple of gentlemen, it's going to be their last meetings, and I personally would like to thank them. As, we've had a lot of years together,
Oh, yeah.
some good, some bad, or not bad, but challenging.
They're all good.
Yeah. But your expertise, the guys, are going to be sorely missed. And I, for one, like I said, I appreciated everything you guys brought to the table. You always come prepared, and we could, like I said, I know at times we never always agreed on every issue, but we always being able to talk things out and come to a consensus, and life moved on. And like I said, trying to replace people like that is difficult in my book. And I think probably, as you guys all know, coming onto the planning commission, it's not something that you can just grab and become enlightened on. It takes time. And you guys put in the time, and for that, and on behalf of myself, and I guess maybe the county and all the people in this county, I want to say thank you for all you've done. And like I know, like I said, it's been trying, it's challenging, and I hope we get people that can do as good a job as you guys have. I told Terry, you've been on 15 years, I think it was, and Glenn, 21?
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. So.
Don't know how long I've been on.
So for that, like I said, from the zoning department, we want to say thank you. And I'm sure the board will recognize your years of services too. So,
Thank you,
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
guys.
thank you.
The office and you guys, a lot of support, and there's a lot of knowledge here, so. keep up the good work and go by the Bible. No gray area.
Thank you, Terry.
They wouldn't have meetings over here. They wonder if we get a photo of you
Okay, thank you guys very much. All right, I guess that concludes it. If we got a motion to adjourn?
One thing that I was
Yeah,
gonna talk
go ahead.
about, Ted, I mentioned it to Rick and that, here a while back, or over the years we've worked with Doug Heinz on his milking setup down by Houston, and he got recognition as Minnesota Milk Producer of the Year. And that's a pretty big thing. And I guess I'm proud to be on this board and had something to do with their, helping this situation along or whatever. He's, built this thing up from nothing to robotic, a dairy and that stuff, and he's built on. And this last year now, they put a big manure storage thing on there. And there is a video. His wife just happens to be a niece to my brother-in-law. So, but there is a really nice video out that was, put on by the Minnesota Dairy Association. I would guess probably, Ed, you maybe know more about it.
That sounds right, yeah.
That, it's a very nice thing to watch. If you haven't seen it and get a chance to watch it, and that it's a very good thing for the county and makes our county look very good. With that, there you go.
Okay, thank you, Glenn. Any other comments?
I would like, everybody feels that we're losing this knowledge, but we're also losing the wisdom that comes with that gray hair or the lack of hair.
Short and bad.
I think people don't realize the wisdom that comes with that many years of service. So we appreciate it.
Like I said, that's hard to replace.
It is, yes. Don't get too excited. Even keel, that's good.
Any other comments? Okay, entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Okay, we have a motion to adjourn.
You always second.
I'll second.
Terry seconds that one.
Well, you two should have done it
Okay, motion
together.
motion made, seconded, adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, meeting adjourned.